Hello Pisces, welcome to Lotus Heart Tarot. I'm so excited to have you here. Let's dive right into your reading today, shall we? Spirit, what is going on for Pisces? What does Pisces need to know right now? What is coming up for Pisces? What's going on and what's coming up? What can you show us? Please tell us. Please tell us everything that Pisces needs to know. Please show us. Okay. Okay, Pisces. Okay, Pisces. All right, Pisces, I'm feeling pretty good about this energy. I like it. It's practical, it's grounded, it's centered, it's good. It's just good, solid energy. It's not earth-shattering, it's just, yeah, we'll take it. Sign me up. You have be patient on the bottom of the deck. You don't have to be that patient, just within 1 month you have here. Now keep in mind, we are all on different timelines, so, you know, give it a little grace period, right? Because this is a general reading. If it was private, I would say you can probably rely on it, but because we're doing a general reading, I'd say, give it a grace period, you know? You have this healing in progress. Something has to mend. With this card, there's like a moon and these band-aids, and you know, we have the full moon in Scorpio coming up on the 12th, or I'm sorry, not coming up. I'm looking at the forward calendar, and anyway, that was so funny. I was like coming up and then I saw reverse. Anyway, that was so funny. Okay, we had that full moon in Scorpio, and that energy it was all about going within, you know, transforming, seeing what needs. I'm not an astrologer, so, but I did watch a video on it, and I'm just telling you what they said. But anyway, use your own discernment and look into, if you're curious about something, dive into it. That's what I really encourage. You will find all kinds of stuff along the way that is totally meant for you. But I do feel like something has happened here, and what is required is that we go within and we search for the thing that hasn't been revealed. With that crescent moon, you know, very little of the moon is seen on the crescent moon. And so it's kind of like, yeah, I know that was there, or I know that happened, but I may not know how that affected me, or you know what I mean? It's kind of letting it all come to light. And on a full moon, you know, things are completely exposed. Things are brought into the light. Things that have been in the dark are in the light. And once they come into the light, then we can do something about them. Then we can look at them. Then we can bring our mindful awareness to them. Then we can sort of let them, when you see something, when something is completely exposed to you, it gives you the opportunity to let it go, to release it, and to surrender it. And that's what full moons are all about. So there's this beautiful energy of letting go of something, of releasing it. And once you release it, the healing really has an opportunity to kind of like take root. And so I don't know if this is you, Pisces, or if this is your person, but it feels like you have this express yourself more clearly. And I love it because it's coming out as like an artist palette, like a painter's palette and paintbrush. How do I want to say this? You know, sometimes we think, well, that goes without saying. Like, why do I need to actually, like, we don't think we need to say certain things. Like, we feel like somebody knows, or that like, or we don't even think it needs to be said, or we don't. But then sometimes in retrospect, or even in conversation, we'll find out, oh my gosh, that's what that person's take was on that. That's what they thought was happening. That's where they thought that was going. That's what they thought happened. That was their perspective. And it can be kind of mind-blowing. It's like, oh, no, I wasn't feeling that way. I wasn't thinking that. We have a tendency to project on each other. You know, we don't ask, like, how are you feeling? What are you thinking? Is this what just happened back there? Or could you clarify that for me? You know, we don't want to look stupid. We don't want to be high maintenance. We don't want to be clingy. And I feel like there may be an opportunity here, like some kind of conversation to clear the air, to sort of clear some things up, to sort of come back together with someone after a period of time where we've all thought about things and say, you know, this is how that made me feel, and see how, you know, see what the truth from that person's perspective is. And kind of, it almost feels like healing, a kind of a second layer of healing that comes through that wave of clarity, or that wave of something being able to be cleared up. Sometimes too, we will look back on a situation and we'll be like, oh my gosh, that person was probably thinking this in that moment, and it didn't even occur to me at the time. But now that I've had time and I've thought about it a lot, or I processed it a lot, I'm kind of realizing that they may have had a different perspective than what I realized. Baba, please just lay down your hands. I know it's a rainy time. Yeah. So, you know, I feel like there is some kind of opportunity here to just sort of, I don't know, I want to say hash things out, or, you know, bring things to the light. But it's also, you know, with the paint palette and the paintbrush, it's say things in a different way, or, you know, kind of, I want to say being careful, or, you know, being clear with our communication, not really, I kind of want to say not really leaving a lot to the imagination, or, you know, not kind of putting it all out there, not leaving a lot to be assumed or to be guessed at. You know, it's kind of like the more we can really fill in the blanks here, the more we can really express ourselves, the more we can take away questioning and assumptions and stuff like that, the better off we're going to be. You know, I don't know, with this nearby card, when it first came out, I heard, I'm nearby. Do you have a minute? Like, let's catch up. So I don't know if your person is, you know, this could be they live across town from you or whatever, and something brings them to your area, or they pretend that something brings them to your area, or you do this to them. But it feels like there's something about, there's proximity here. It's providing an opportunity here for us to sort of have this communication or have this conversation. I keep seeing this window. This is like a round window on like the third story of this building, and I keep seeing it as a clock. And so it could also be like, hey, you know, like I have some time right now, or you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, it could have something to do with some kind of timing here, or somebody saying, I have a moment free that I can really focus on this conversation. And I just wondered if you did. You know, it's that kind of energy. I also, though, I'm not even gonna lie, I feel like some of you have a new person who is nearby, who is in the vicinity. This could be someone who, you know, they're in your community, or they're nearby. Like, I want to say they're in your community, or something brings them to your community. Like, I almost see this as your house and your job. And it's like either somewhere near there or somewhere in between. For some of you, I'm even getting like, if you live in a complex, or because I'm getting this as like adjoined buildings. If you live in a complex or a townhouse or a condo or something, there could be someone moving in. Like, something is happening soon that is bringing some kind of new energy into your life, whether it's a past person coming and you being able to have a conversation here, or if it is, you know, someone moving in or someone revealing possibly even that they have some kind of crush on you, or that they've noticed you and they're finally getting the nerve up to talk to you. There's something here. Like Pisces, it feels like most of you are going to have some kind of encounter here. All right. For some reason, I felt guided to grab the what's blocking this card. Let's see. Oh, man. Okay, guys. All right. I'm really feeling a heavy masculine energy around these two cards, and take that as it resonates. That doesn't necessarily mean a man. We are all masculine and feminine energies. You have this not compatible and fated to be alone. This is someone's core belief system right here, where I honestly feel like they feel like they're just not compatible with other people. Like they just, either they don't know how to be social, they don't know how to express themselves. It's almost like they may feel like they're doing things right, but it doesn't get them the result that they want. Or they may do things right and then sabotage the situation and end up by themselves. And you know, sometimes instead of saying what is causing me to sabotage the situation, or sometimes we don't know the questions to ask ourselves, right? And so we kind of keep having the same experience over and over again until we get to that place where we're so tired of having the experience over and over again that we do something different. And I think that this person, there's almost some kind of sense within them that like they're just kind of better off by themselves, or they don't have these problems when they don't, you know, mix with other people. They just don't find that maybe other people really truly understand them or understand where they're coming from, or maybe they even feel a bit like they don't understand where they're coming from. Honestly, do you know what I'm getting here? Like someone who has an undiagnosed like autism or ADHD or ADD or something, where it's like, I don't know what it is, but I'm just not the same as other people, but they have never had it diagnosed and they don't know. And it could just be a really easy answer of kind of like understanding a diagnosis and then understanding it. For other people, this person may just be so used to being by themselves and sort of almost like in their own head that they struggle when it comes to interacting with other people. They struggle when it comes to really making solid connections and really, you know, meeting people on a deep level. Not because they're not deep or they haven't met themselves deeply, but because there's a disconnect between their rich inner world and how they can express themselves. They haven't really been pushed to express themselves to anyone other than themselves. And so how do they know how? I feel this is sort of connected to this express yourself more clearly energy. Then you have hard to get. I feel, Pisces, this is kind of you. I feel like this person is interested. I feel like they kind of have feelings, or they have a crush, or there's something here where they're attracted to you. I feel there's all these people in this card. It may be that you're constantly surrounded by people, or that you have a lot of friends, or that there are a lot of people interested in you. I just feel like the space around you is a bit crowded to this person, especially if they're used to being by themselves. The other thing is, I think that you have high standards, and I think this person can intuitively feel or sense that. And I think for someone like this, that may make you feel a little bit off limits. But then I feel like it comes back around to, you know, I really want to be with someone. I really want to have someone, and I really do like Pisces. You know what I mean? Um, but then there's this, but I feel like this energy is sort of making them miserable instead of making them excited. You know, it's like, yeah, I found someone I'm interested in, but there's a lot of competition for them, or it's a crowded field, or it may even be that you have a lot of friends, or you have a really rich and full life, and they're like, where would I fit in? Why would Pisces even consider adding me? You know, there's someone who they think a lot, and they process a lot, and they make a lot of assumptions, it feels like. Which I think can be very helpful for them in certain aspects of their life, but is not helpful at all for them in interpersonal relationships. You have too soon and vulnerable here. I feel this is an energy of someone who offers gestures, or like, you know, someone who will take you on a nice date, or will show up with flowers, or will, you know, it's like on paper, this person is showing up as a solid choice for you or for anyone, right? Like, they may have even watched a video on like dating and like what you should do the first date, what you should do the second date, or like, I'm even getting the energy for some of you of like taking a class. I don't know what energy this is that I'm tapping into. This is like, I feel, this is someone who's miserable by themselves, and they want to connect with someone else. And I think that Pisces, for whatever reason, you are the object of this person's affection. It could be that you have already had an experience together. You've already had some kind of relationship together. But there's something here where it's like this person really knows how to go through the motions, or they understand what's expected of them, or they understand the process of like courting or whatever this is, but they don't get vulnerable. You're like always kind of waiting for, okay, you're investing, okay, you're showing up, but like, where's the rest of it? Like, where's the deep conversation? Where's the love? Where's the like expressing yourself? Where's the, this is how you make me feel, or this is how I feel about you, or this is where I see this is going? It's like, I feel like this person really struggles with that. And on the bottom of the deck, you have getting crumbs. There's this energy of, I almost feel like Pisces, sometimes it feels like this person adores you, but then they're missing, there's something missing. And you know, it's like you may feel like they're a really good person, or they're a really good catch on so many levels, but then there's, you know, there's just a lack of emotion. I feel like there's a lack of like depth of connection. It may be a strong connection, but it's, you know, on a soul level, but it's like I'm sort of getting this like basic unmet kind of energy. Like, well, it should be progressing beyond this point. I hate the word should, and I feel like, oh gosh, you know, we shouldn't say should. It's not kind to should on people. But it sort of feels like, for where the level of which it feels like it is on the investment, it feels like, where are we emotionally? What's happening with that? Let me for Pisces, please, Spirit, for Pisces. Oh my God, Pisces, this is literally insane. This energy, it feels like a book. You know, it feels like I'm reading this story. It does not feel like real life, kind of. I don't know how to describe this. I don't know. Maybe this has largely happened. You know, you could have like a secret admirer that you are completely unaware of. And I just feel like this person's making a lot of assumptions about you. This could be someone that even is like a friend, like someone who's like actually in your life who, you know, it's like you may even know that they like you, or you may feel it, but then they're not doing anything about it. So you're kind of like, okay, I guess I'm confused, or you may even feel like there's mixed signals. This Beauty and the Beast card comes out, and it just basically sums it up. Isn't Beast kind of like, you know, wants to be loved, but kind of assumes that no one could love him because he's a beast? That's exactly how this feels. And it's like that better off alone, and, you know, kind of card, and I'm not compatible with anyone kind of card. Yet Beauty fell in love with him. And it may even feel like this person feels like a beast compared to you. Like they may feel like you are beautiful, and like, how could someone like you love someone like them? How could someone like, it's like they're so full of desire. They want this so bad. You know, they feel like you're the answer to everything for them on some level, you know, or they could see it being possible. But it's kind of like, they just can't imagine that you would feel that way about them. I mean, seriously, holy crap. And then you have this power and control energy, and then you have acceptance. So it sort of feels like there's this push-pull dynamic of like, I'm trying to get the upper hand here, and I kind of feel like, Pisces, I just feel like you're clueless. I just feel like, or you're ignoring it. You know, or it's like you don't understand what's behind it because you're not seeing it the same way. I feel like, Pisces, I keep getting this energy of like, I wouldn't be hanging out with you. I wouldn't be with you. I wouldn't be spending time with you if I didn't like you. I wouldn't be entertaining you. I wouldn't be talking to you. I don't spend time. I don't invest in situations that I'm not trying to, like, I don't know, not trying to like connect with, you know what I mean? That I'm not trying to have like something deeper with, or or it's like, if I don't like you, I'm not spending time with you. It's just sort of the vibe I'm getting. And so if I'm with you, then I'm assuming that you know what's behind that like, I do think you're good, or I do, you know, I do like you, I do care about you, I do. It's like, I don't know, it's like you couldn't convince this person, though. I almost feel like that you have feelings for them, or that you would date them, or that you, like, I don't know. And I honestly don't even feel like they're such a beast. I really, the energy that I get very seriously is that they have like undiagnosed like ADHD or ADD or autism, or just something, you know. And I feel like if it kind of breaks my heart. You got the Two of Swords and the Six of Cups. This is insane. Honest to God, with the Ace of Pentacles. Guys, for real, this is just so crazy. You see, this person is tying themselves up with their thinking. It isn't even, that is just not even real. You know, it's just, and with the two here, it is like, this is all about a coupling. This is all about coming together with another person. And it's like, this person knows what they want, but they themselves are the obstacle. They themselves are not seeing the very clear picture here. I don't even know how to describe it. With the Six of Cups, they're thinking about this all the time. They're very nostalgic. They're trying to align with it. They're manifesting it. They're visualizing it. They're imagining it. They're hoping for it. It could even be someone that you've known for many years. It could even be someone you've known since you were a child. But there is also this innocence with this energy of the Six of Cups, but also this energy of innocence with this person. This is insane. This person really wants to offer something solid and stable, but even this Ace of Pentacles, it feels like a hot mess. You know, it feels like there's a lot going on with this Ace of Pentacles, and it's not all shiny and gold and solid and stable. It's like, you know, yeah, I want to offer this. Yeah, I want to do this, but I'm sort of circling around the fact I'm not handing it over. I'm not offering it. Pisces, what is this? I think there's a lot of love here. I think there's a lot of potential here. I think, Pisces, like, you could really get behind this. What is up with this moon energy in your reading? Oh my God, the moon and the stars. See, this person is tying themselves up because you are everything that they ever wanted. You're their wish fulfillment. And it's like they are creating, they themselves are the obstacle. They themselves are the thing that they have to get out of the way of. And it's like, even when I pulled these what's blocking you cards, that was the same thing that came up. And my whole intuitive, like, allowing myself to pick the cards, I was drawn like a moth to a flame with the what's blocking you card. And I was that deck. And I was like, okay, that's unusual. And then usually I use it with like these other decks that are near it on the shelf. I didn't want any of those. So definitely there is something here where for some of you, this is like, has not been revealed. And you know, some of you may intuitively, honestly, really feel this person's energy and may really feel like this person does have feelings for you, but then you may start to doubt it because you're not seeing it, because they're not really coming forward, because they're not really offering something. But at the same time, they sort of are offering something. It's just bizarre. I do not know how to honestly kind of interpret it. You know, you have the Hermit here, and the Hermit is looking at the star in the lamp. This person, it feels like they're 100% focused on you and focused on this and focused on the fact that you're everything that they ever wanted, and that, you know, they haven't revealed it. They can't reveal it. They can't let you know that they're just like constantly thinking about you, constantly thinking about this, that they feel all of these things. That, you know, this may even be with the Six of Cups and the moon, the first time this person's ever had these kind of deep feelings, and they don't even know what to do with it. You know, they may have gone through life, even if they've had other relationships, there may have been no emotion involved at all. You know, they may have thought it was emotion, but it was attachment. You know what I mean? I truly feel like this is something that this person is like, they're more comfortable being by themselves, holding it out at an arm's length distance and being like, man, I really want this. And looking at it and observing it. Look at this. The Two of Swords is underneath this. This person is making a decision. Wow. Okay. This person, it's like they only know how to handle this by sort of hanging back here and keeping it out in front of them and looking at it and being like, yeah, I want that, and thinking about it and then making all these assumptions about how it probably wouldn't work, which is why they haven't taken any action on it, why they haven't come forward, why they haven't revealed this. This is a lot. This is a lot. Okay. For some of you, this could even be an ex. Like, it doesn't have to be like someone that you have never met before. Oh my gosh, with the freaking moon card. Wow, you have the Four of Swords. I'm going to put it sideways. It was a little beyond sideways here, but more to the upside down than the right side up. This is someone, I feel this is just, oh my God, this energy. Wow. Oh my God. This person has been sort of keeping things to themselves. They've been trying to kind of work through things in their mind. I think that they even tried to really let this go. I think they really did try to placate themselves and tell themselves that, like, you know, I'm better off by myself. It's probably not going to work. I'm probably, you know, just better off by myself. You know, like, just keeps coming around that circle. You know, it's kind of almost like an Eight of Swords energy where it's like they can't really let themselves get hopeful, get optimistic, get positive about it. I think that they're like, God, I want this so bad, but it sucks. And I really want to get to Pisces, but Pisces always is surrounded by people, or it's a very crowded area, or I'm sure there's a lot of competition. I'm sure they wouldn't be interested in me. I'm like this beast, and she's like this beauty, or he's like this beauty. And I'm just like, I don't have anything to offer, and I'm rough around the edges, and I'm not compatible with anyone. And I don't ever like really, I'm not able to work this out. But then you have this Knight of Swords energy, which is like really someone coming forward to speak the truth. And it's kind of like, I feel like Pisces, you're being patient, you're being patient, you're being patient. You sort of have in your head, listen, I'm going to be patient to a certain point, but at this point right here, I'm done with it. I'm over it. I'm closing it out, and I'm moving on. You know, I'm moving on because I also feel the energy of something new and you being very open to something new. So it's like either this person works it out and comes forward, or, you know, I do feel like you have a limit, a time limit. I feel like you have been patient. I really do. But I feel like this person, it feels like they're gearing up. It feels like they're amping up. Wow. Instead of the Two of Wands, oh my gosh. I mean, instead of the Two of Swords, we have the Two of Wands and the Two of Cups. So I do feel there is definitely a change here at some point, and it may even be around this moon. This moon may even be bringing something in where this person is finally, looking at and healing, you know, like we saw with that card, something that, like, wow, wouldn't it be crazy if they got a diagnosis? Because I feel like, gosh, if they just had a diagnosis and they could just put words to it, they'd figure it out. The moon is definitely bringing this person a sense of empowerment. With the Page of Swords, this can be an aha moment. Where they're like, hold on a second. I'm sitting here watching. I'm hanging out in the wings. You know, I'm never going to know if I could have had everything that I ever wanted. I'm not, you know, it's kind of like, if I don't take the shot, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. So if I don't take a shot, then I'm definitely going to miss. But if I take a shot and I miss, then at least I took the shot. If I take a shot and I make it, then holy crap. And it feels like, I mean, you have the Strength card, and you have the Magician card, and you have the Knight of Swords here. So this is an energy, first of all, that's progressing. You go from the Page of Swords to the Knight of Swords. But second of all, with the Strength card, we're overcoming our lower vibrational tendencies. But this card, guys, is also referred to as the Beauty and the Beast card. So I don't know what the story of the Beauty and the Beast really is. I don't really know it, but I'm also I keep getting this, and I think it might be the song from Beauty and the Beast, but A Tale as Old as Time. Unexpectedly, you would think that I would know this, living by Disney World, but I do not. Oh, I don't know if that is, I want to say Belle's song. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Okay, take it as it leaves. Or take it as it resonates, or what, take it or leave it, or I don't know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, with this Magician energy, with the light of the full moon, I keep getting, it's like this person finds empowerment. So whatever this full moon is shaking loose, which, like I said, this is the full moon in Scorpio that we're talking about. You know, this is some kind of change that is causing this person, it's like, I feel like, to take a shot. To come in and sort of do their best to express themselves or to speak their truth. This person is wearing glasses, and I don't know, I'm really like, whoop, dialed into that. So I don't know if your person wears glasses, or like corrective lenses, or maybe it's sunglasses that they wear. I don't know. Guys, you are getting cards repeat, repeat, repeat. Yeah, I feel like there's something just a little bit odd about this person. And when I say that, I don't mean we should all seek to be normal, and if you're not normal, then you're odd. No, no, no. That's not what I mean. What I mean by odd is like unique. It's like it's their signature thing. They're a little bit different. They're a little bit quirky. But it's like I like it. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's authentic, and it feels good. It feels good to be with someone who's not trying to be like other people. I feel like this person really doesn't even know how to be like other people in a way. Even if they try to be a conformist, you know, it's like there's something different about them. You're getting the Four of Wands in the Star card, and with the Magician there, this is alchemy, and this is like manifestation, and this is calling something down from the ethers into real life. And with the Four of Wands, this is where what we have called down shows up in real life. And with the Star card, this is wish fulfillment. This is a joining together. This is just, it's like a coming together. It's a wish fulfilled. I mean, literally, it's a wish fulfilled. These look like those dandelion seeds. And you can see here, there's like almost, it feels like flowers in bloom. So this looks like a wish fulfilled. It's fulfilled when the seed goes into the dirt and becomes a flower itself, right? And that's what it feels like is happening. You have the Knight of Pentacles here. This is something I feel like that's taken a while. I feel like this person has moved very slowly. But I feel also with this Knight of Pentacles, a sense of bravery and a sense of courage of like, you know, someone who is kind of taking it slow, or someone who is like, they're being very intentional. They're putting one foot in front of the other. They're every step they're taking with purpose. You know, this is someone, I feel like they don't want to mess up. And so they're, you know, they're very deliberate, and they are, it's almost like, you know, setting an intention for the action and then taking the action and not getting sloppy, not getting messy, not taking two steps, just taking the one, you know, that they've planned. And so it may even feel like, wow, this could have gone further, but it didn't. And there may even be like this wondering why, like, do they really like me? Because if they did, wouldn't they have taken it all the way that they could? You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of like, no, this person is being very deliberate with their actions. I don't know. Take that as it resonates. You guys, I have no idea where this reading is coming from. All right. You're going to have to leave me a comment if this one resonates, because Bubba, I'm getting Edward Scissorhands from this card, okay? And I've never seen that movie either, but that's why it's giving me the odd thing. But I'm pretty sure Edward Scissorhands is odd in a very cool way. Or, yes. For some of you, this is like got huge reconciliation energy on it. You have the Three of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles with the Four of Wands. This can be a reconciliation. This can be a coming together. This can be a really good, enjoyable time. You know, the Ten of Pentacles is like the moments in life that sort of take your breath away, and it's the ones that add up. You know, like if you you know how you, let's say you get a new best friend, right? And you start, it's like choosing to spend time with this person, and every time you're spending time with this person, you are making a memory, and then from that memory comes inside jokes, and comes a sense of closeness, and comes an understanding of the other one, where I can text you one word and you know exactly what I mean. I don't even have to text you a word. We can be standing there having a conversation with another person, and I look at you and you can read my mind. You know exactly what I'm thinking. That is what I'm getting with this Three of Cups and this Ten of Pentacles. It's like establishing something. It's like actually investing in it, and you know, having those moments that, that build that bond, that seal that connection, that make that relationship solid, something that adds up, that is meaningful, and that provides a basis and a foundation for where we're going and what's happening here, and like kind of like what the future could be. And then you have the star card being clarified by judgment. I mean, seriously, guys, this is like definitely you are this person's wish fulfillment. And I feel like it's like they're finally saying to themselves, well, this didn't happen by accident. And this person came into my life for a reason. They're sort of answering the call of, okay, you know what? I feel this. I've spent all this time by myself. I've spent all this time thinking about it. It's not changed. It's not wavered. It's not, it's just not. It's like it's still there, and it's still there just every bit as much as it was before. It just stays there. And no matter what I do, I perpetually see this as the one for me. As like there is nothing that I want more than this. And so it's like I have to act upon it. I have to do something about it. There's like this 10, and then there's like this 10-10 here on this card. See the X and then the XX, because this is the 20 and this is the 10. And I don't normally see it like this, but I am totally seeing it like you have a 3 and then you have a 10, 10, 10. It's like this is the completion of a cycle. We are reaching the end of whatever part of this cycle that you've been in. If this is like a separation, it feels like this is definitely, I mean, you have the 3 of Cups and Judgment here, the 10 of Pentacles. This is like a coming together. This is like whatever has happened, it becomes one of the things that kind of had to happen for us to get where we want to get. It becomes part of our history, part of our story, part of our, whatever that energy is. I don't even know how to describe it. Ooh. Oh my God. This person is scared to death, but they are doing it anyway. They are like, I have to make this move. I have to overcome my fear, because if I don't, someone else is going to sneak in there and get Pisces. You got the 3 of Wands and the Knight of Wands. And I feel like the Knight of Wands in their mind is someone that is better than them at this. Someone who's well versed in dating, someone who's more your type, someone who's more charming, someone who makes more sense for you. Someone who, you know what I mean? It's like in their head, they've made all of this out to be this. You know what I mean? I don't even know what to say about it, but they definitely see this as someone who could sneak in and get you before they have a chance with the 3 of Wands. If they're just standing there planning and strategizing and not taking action, then someone else is going to come in and get you. And this is becoming a bigger fear for them than their fear of not being compatible and being better off alone. And it's like a new fear is coming in to supersede the old fear. And it's I'm getting a cape from this red energy here, and it's making me feel like it's bringing out the hero in them. The like, I've got to make a move, I've got to find my bravery, find my courage, and go do this. And they have the Strength card here. It's very cute energy. I don't like, I really, I don't know who we're dealing with here, but I absolutely love and adore them. And I want them to be happy. Like, I want you to be happy here, Pisces. Yeah, it's causing this person to come forward. It's causing them to communicate. It's causing them to say things that I feel like they were uncomfortable saying. And it's allowing for the energy of this connection to move forward. With the Lovers, it's like, and the 9 of Swords, it's like they feel like you're their person. And if they let somebody else get in the way, somebody who might appear to be better suited for you even, They I don't think they can live with that. I think they're kind of getting to this point where it's like, that would kill me, because I keep getting the sense of like, if I don't take the shot, if it's like I keep getting basketball. I'm even seeing the Celtics, which is my basketball team that I'm obsessed with. And like, I don't want to say obsessed, but like, I really love them. But it's like, if I don't take the shot, I am guaranteed not to make the shot. But if I take the shot, it's like I'm even getting like, I have a 50-50 chance of making it. And so that's my best bet. I've got to take the shot. It's like the Lovers is like, it's like they don't know if they're ever going to feel this way again, or if they're ever going to have a soulmate this strong come into their life again. And it's like, this fear is paling in comparison to what they will lose for sure if they let the fear talk them out of it. So like with the Six of Pentacles here, something is changing. This person, I feel like the scales are coming back into balance. Like, things are getting worked out. I do feel the sense of like this person really trying to offer you something fair and balanced. And remember when we started this reading and I said to you, gosh, guys, I really love this energy. It's very like grounded energy. It's very like centered energy. It's like, it's good, solid energy. I feel like we've got somebody coming into that energy with the Six of Pentacles here. And the Strength card. It's like, okay, I'm going to show up my best self. We saw that Knight of Pentacles energy. That's a very solid energy. And now we're seeing the Strength card with the Six of Pentacles. This feels like a very solid energy. It feels like this person is finding something within themselves that I feel like they may not have even really known that they had. And it feels like you're bringing it out in them. All right, let's just look one more time. Wow, the Lovers. So many repeat cards, you guys. Oh my gosh, you have the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups. You have the World card and the Tower. You're not going to see this coming, Pisces. This person is coming in ready to have a conversation, ready to bring truth and clarity and express themselves more clearly. They're bringing it all to the light. They want a new beginning in love, or they want some kind of opportunity here. You got two cards of new beginning, and here's that completion of the cycle. Remember how we saw that 10-10-10 kind of energy? It really wasn't. It was like a 10 and a 20, but we were reading it Roman numeral style. Here you go. Here's your confirmation. There's the World card. Here's the Tower. Someone, I feel like they're having like this major like come to Jesus moment that is causing them to kind of get out of this kind of safety zone of the Two of Swords. What is the Tower? Okay, I saw the Seven of Cups, but it didn't come out. So I gave it the opportunity to, and it didn't come out, but I sure saw it. Oh my gosh, Pisces. The Tower is being clarified by the Queen of Wands with the Page of Cups looking right at her, the Four of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles with the Five of Swords on the bottom of the deck. This person is like, enough. Enough with these self-defeating thoughts, enough with these thoughts that are keeping me from having what I really, really want. With the Page of Cups, it's like, this is all about expressing your heart more clearly. This is all about, offering your authentic truth and your authentic self here. With the Four of Wands and the Three of Pentacles, there's just this energy of, it's like bringing this manifestation into reality. And with the Three of Pentacles, this is tangible, physical, let's plan, let's share a vision, let's share a plan, and let's make this happen. Let's put the work in. Let's not fantasize about this anymore. Let's not sit back in the Hermit and the Two of Swords and like be safe in our own little environment. and not risk it. No, this is like, let's take the shot. Let's see what happens. Let's put it all out there. You don't see this coming, Pisces. This person has had a real awakening that this is what they need to do, and that if they don't, they risk losing it all. Either way, this cycle is closing out, and it's either going to close out with the two of you together or not. And if it closes out without the two of you together, then I think they think that it will be because you are with someone else. Someone else was brave enough to do what they were not. All right, let me get you some message cards, Pisces. Here we go. For Pisces. What a crazy reading, I feel like. I don't know, maybe it wasn't. But I don't know, the energy was a lot. All right, if you're dealing with the water sign, I am working on myself. Your words speak to me like no others. Triggered. What we have is soul recognition, indecisive, and guilt. If you're dealing with a fire sign, you were so unexpected, distant, stuck. I've been having weird dreams about us. It's hard for me to explain things, and twin flames. If you are dealing with an earth sign, you're getting anxious, nostalgic. I don't care what people think anymore. I won't let you go. If I had only known then what I know now, I am still moved by you. And if you're dealing with an air sign, you're getting, I thought about reaching out, but I don't know what to say. Our eye contact is insane. Daydreaming, trust me, and we will be together again. Pisces, this is what I have for you. I hope it helps. I hope it brings you some peace and some clarity. If it does, let me know. Like, share, subscribe, comment, guys. Until next time, I send you off with all my very best. Always, always, always. Bye-bye, guys.